I headed to the canteen with Olga. I looked at the sky and noticed the sun was already setting. Actually, looks kind of bright. Oh, hey, Alice. On the porch, Alice, Electronic, and Elsa and Sylvia all stood together. I read that wrong, but I like my way better. As we came up, I heard that they were talking about. Right, her was the angry and never call me Deepchak again. Oh, you'll get another. I didn't call you that. You were hearing things. He did. I heard it all. He also said something about your mother. You weren't there. I was in the bushes. Come on, you guys, stop it, you bastards. So it wasn't football injury that Electronic suffered today. The nurse did a good job. Couldn't even see his black eye. Well, she's good at hiding bags and vein tracks and other drug-related references I could make here if I knew what I was talking about. What happened? Alice and Electronic. I didn't do anything. She shrugged with empathy and went inside. Right. Whatever. Dinner time. Let's all go. You bastards. Now again, is that a mouth or an eye? Again, there's pilot 2. Where's pilot 1? Oh well. There wasn't many free seats. There are a few free seats near Alice across the canteen, but I sooner starve for a week or two than risk my head near her. There's also a seat near Ulsa, but I'm not in tradition Chinese whatever crawls cuisines. Racist, I see. Free chair near Miku. Looks like I have to pick my poison. You mind if I sit here? Oh, yes, sure. I mean, no, I don't mind. Yes, I mean, yes. Okay, you sit there if you want. I mean, it's comfortable. Is it right? I mean, it's okay. The light's not too bright. Okay, yeah, you can sit there if you want. Otherwise, you can sit somewhere else. I don't mind. You can sit here. You want, if it's not too line. I sat down. Look, it's buckwheat today. Do you like buckwheat? Chicken. I don't like chicken. I know it's a nice chicken. I just don't like with the feathers. The feathers really make me, especially when they cut off the heads. It makes me all gross. But then again, I like eggs. I literally like eggs. Maybe I like chicken. I don't know. Maybe I like beef better. But if you ask me, I prefer to blah, blah, blah. I'm not picky about my food. And that's the simple truth. Oh, is that so? But desserts, really good ones. I like ice cream. Do you like ice cream? I like 48 kumpots and I'm talking about myself. Maybe I should ask Eskimo better. Dinner was starting to get on my nerves, thanks to the company. And I'm not the kind of person that just ignores someone who's talking to them. Ever. Man, my voice is about to give out. Stable after all. You know what? I gotta be a waffle cone. I've eaten cinnamon and then something with ice cream and blah 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 blah. Screw you and your hose. Screws are those that you tighten. Screwdrivers and bolts are those that you with a wrench. Yes. If the speed of eating contest was going on, I would probably be the top 3 winners. Right. I'll be going. Enjoy your meal. I got up and headed out. Miku was saying something about the birds and the beads and something about polishing knobs, but I can't remember. It faded out in the crowd of noises. Oof, excuse me. Whiskey's the only thing saving my voice. I just sat there and watched the night falling. Everything is lively here during the day. Kids laughing and yelling happily, fooling around with each other inappropriately. Constant chatter, games going on, swimming at the beach. But after dark, the camp changes entirely. The sound of days were swapped for silence, only now and then broken by the crickets chirping and a nightbird singing. The camp was going to sleep. In every shadow, you could see things. Maybe ghosts, spirits, wild animals, possibly. A human being would be the last thing you expect. This is how it looked at night. Anyways, the locals followed their routine very strictly. In the day, the camp was theirs. In the night, it belonged to rock and roll. No, what was it? The freaks come out at night? Yeah, belonged to the freaks. The freaks come out at night. I forget, what is it? The night belongs to us. There's a song about that, I just can't think. Someone touched me inappropriately. I looked back. It was electronic. Hey, let's play cards. You ever play Magic the Gathering? I loved it. We had to steal the cards from the capitalist pig dogs in American, but it's great. Cards? Yep, I invented a new game. A new one, a good one. Good like how? It's called Strip Poker. First, we gotta find cards, and then I'll tell you. Then go find them. What's the problem? Oh, Olga has them. She won't give them to me. And why is that? Well, last time we were... Olga... Dying. Olga... Simon. Wanted to ask you about possibly getting the cards. Actually. For what purpose? We invented a new card game. Not we. You bastard. What game? I need the cards to show you, otherwise it doesn't work. I don't like this. Well, if Simon is with you, then perhaps it's okay. To be really honest here. We'll go fetch them together, Olga. Yeah, go with... I've never gone alone, apparently. I've always gone with Sylvia, which is what I'm supposed to do, it looks like. If you don't mind. Sure, let's go. We headed towards the camp. See, that's weird. I just realized that. I can't skip any of the stuff, but yet it still remembers my choices. That's a weird bug. Again, it's because it's syncing up with the cloud, but yet this version, yeah, weird. It remembers my choices, but it won't let me skip because it doesn't remember me going through this before. Interesting. Roughly halfway through there, Sylvia stopped. Here, just a minute. I just remembered the cards are in my cabin. Good timing. And where's that? It's just down the road. Let's go, you bastard. Maybe it's weak on a quickie. Ellipses didn't like my accent. He never does. Ellipses the bastard. He's a bastard, I tell ya. He can go feck himself if he doesn't like this feckin' accent. Because it's not representative of anything in reality. It even gets worse the more I drink. We reached the cabin. In fact, I look more like a trailer. Just wait here a minute. I'll be back. She said with... I'll be back. There. She showed me a deck of pretty worn out cards. There must be marked in and out. That's unsportsmanlike, you bastard. Where's the fair play then? Tell me about it. It's hard to cheat when you don't know the rules. Shall we go? Lead the way. Ellipses followed. Oh boy, I'm dying. On the way back, I decided to try to find out something. How long have you been here? In this camp? About a week. I see, and where did you come from? Where did you go? I'm from the north. That is... the cold north. What, Minnesota? Again, this is Seattle, so... Oh no, she's from Alaska. You're not a Palin, are you? Sylvia Palin? No, okay. She looked at me and smiled. Looks like no one in this camp is inclined to answer any of the innocent questions I have to be asking. Just ask her where the cup size is. See what she says then. I bet you she tells you the cup size. Pros and cons, anything. And what do you like? What do you mean? What are you looking for in a man? Is what I'm trying to say. Well, do you have hobbies? Oh, yeah. You know, I'd like to be out in nature now, don't you know? Strange, she's not very talkative today for some reason. Nature, I see. What? Want to become a natural historian? More like a normal historian. Yeah, bastard. I was always interested in our nation's history. Was that before or after the revolution? That would suit her well indeed. It appears that among all the locals, she was the only one who had nothing to hide. Well, she's wearing clothing, so she has something to hide. It came to blah 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 blah, I could simply just not tell the truth. I tried testing the waters. And why did you choose this camp? I didn't. My parents, they volunteered me for here, from their work. Another failure. Well, if you could choose, I don't know. It's pretty nice here, don't you think? I don't think I would choose some other place if I could. Here, it's like becoming another person. She's in the same boat you are. That wasn't how I saw it. What do you mean, another person? It's just that there's so many possibilities. You can learn so much, meet so many new interesting people from all different timelines and realities. Now she sounds like our chief, which raised another red flag for me. I decided to stop for the questions with now. Did I say with now? I did say with now. Excuse me while I drink. I just remembered the cards were at your place. It's okay. I realized. I also got a shot of whiskey. Good. Yes. She said as she petted the cat. Sylvia and Olga went inside. I was going to follow, but someone grabbed my hand. Alice. Her gaze sent shivers down my spine. Not a nice one. Oh, what do you want? I asked carefully. Are you going to play with the stupid game? Yes. Something wrong with that? Nope, nothing. She turned to leave, but then slowly looked back and smiled. So, you play cards? A little. I need to give her a different voice. This one's wrecking mine. So, only Durek, and that's it. As if you're a poker star. Well, yes, technically. Then you don't have a chance. Why? Because. So you know the rules. Excuse me. Of course. Well, then you have the upper hand now, don't you? I could see why we would go talking around towards the door. Why do you keep trying to leave? Because you're ugly. I said, there's nothing to talk about. Let's make a bet. What do you mean? You're such a slowpoke. The cards. What else? And what do you want to bet on? That I'll win. Sorry, that's quite a possible outcome. I agreed calmly. So, are you afraid? No, I'm not. I'm not big on bets, whether I don't like, especially when I don't have the chances. And you're not big on taking risks, too. Such an astute observation. I'm impressed. Right then, No, you're not. What? I was going to say, I was going to make a bet with you, but if you don't want to make me a bet with me, I'll just leave then. So, let's see here. Sorry, I'm just reading up on something. Now what? Oh, wait a minute, wrong voice. I signed in exhaustion. Now what? She said, starting to annoy me. If you want to bet with me, I'll tell everyone that you tried to seduce me. What? You heard me. Oh, yeah. A little macho man, Randy Savage. I'm Alice. Yeah. Anyways, don't be stupid. Who's gonna believe you? I've been here less than what? 2 days? Besides. Wanna try your luck? What, with sleeping with you or the bet? Right. And what will happen if I win? Oh, sorry. Hit the wrong button. I won't tell anyone anything. And if I lose? Slowpoke mode again? I'll tell everyone that you tried to seduce me. I told you already. Pay attention there, son. So you're telling me now that I have to work to prove that I didn't do anything where I didn't actually do anything. If that's how you want to look at it. Not a simple decision. On one hand, it would be stupid to agree I didn't know the rules and gambling wasn't my thing. On the other hand, she could really make my life a living hell. Then again, can I even trust her? She can do it, even if I win. So, have you made a decision? And just in time, look who comes. I was going to answer, but suddenly Lena came from behind. What? Nothing. Lena bust. Wait a minute. Nothing. There you go. So, don't bet with Alice. Yeah, go fudge off. No, I'm not going to participate in your shady business. Sorry about that. You wuss! Pussy! No, I want him. Don't say it. She struggled and went inside. Prepare to face the consequences. Consequences? What if I made the wrong decision? Well, you could just play this game over again. It seems to be a repeating pattern, even in the game storyline. Really came in. On the other hand, I just couldn't allow myself to be pulled into something so reckless. I let out a heavy sigh and followed her through the door. Inside, everything was ready. A few pioneers stood there, chatting. The tables were moved out of the way and make room for players and spectators alike. I looked around. Something was going on in the far corner. Something's happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. When I came closer, I saw a large paper. Anyways, hooray for our side. Stop, baby. What's that sound? Everyone play some cards. Get down. Yeah. My name was on there with among players. And who came up with all this? I patted Electronic, who was standing there. Well, of course, it was your most humble servant. He bowed down jerkily. This made me uncomfortable to the point of squirming. And why in the world am I among the players then? I was disappointed. A few seconds ago, I thought I was still a slim chance to invade the tournament. Then I would have to fear Elsa. Elsa, let it go. It was per coincidence. Yeah, right, coincidence. Expect that I would acquire with every constant. Wow, I don't feel good. I was seized by anxiety. It's the feeling of being watched while standing in an empty room with no windows and doors. Well, will there be a prize? I asked lazily. I wanted to distract myself from pointless. Electronic just about to answer when Elsa came out of nowhere, jumping around. Prizes! Prizes! Gimme. Do you know what is the main ethos of the Olympic Games? Say what now? You will understand when you grow up and become legal. She made a face and jabbed Electronic in the ribs. So, what about the prize? I don't know. It's not up to me. He made a helpless gesture. Really? If they came up with this stupid game, at least they could give the winner a medal, a cookie, or a blowjob, something. Elsa suddenly jumped up and raced off somewhere. I wish I was that optimistic. So, what are the rules? Wait a minute. Not everyone's here yet. I looked around the canteen. Alice, Sylvia, Lena, Miku, Shurik were here. It seemed like everyone was here. Not everyone. Zoe's not here. Does he feel uneasy, or is it just me? She's not here, so what? Pick someone else instead. I mean, there's a camp full of people here, yet magically you people are the only one here. No, I can't do that, he answers slowly. I decide not to ask exactly why he can't do this. Well, go fetch her or something, you bastard. He can't. He's the host of the event. Well, you can go get her then. I mean, you're running this place. But, Olga, Electronic whined. Simon will go. Right, Simon? I can't say no to that face. She looked at me and smiled. Of course, who else? Where is she? In the library, I guess. Okay. I dragged my feet towards the door. Hurry, please. What was his problem, anyways? I was going to take my time, so I slowly paced towards the biblioteca. Hey, Gendo. But I found Zoe before I even expected. She was sitting on the bench at the square, staring at Gendo, who was silent as always. Even in the show, he was silent. By the way, that was green in the morning, so I guess it's actually yellow. Who's wearing those shoes after Labor Day? What are you doing? What are you doing here? Everyone's looking for you. Sitting down here, as you can see. She frowned. Well, let's go then. I don't want to. She looked away. And why not? I don't want to. I sat beside her. Listen, I don't like the idea of this contest myself, but we can't let everyone down now, can we? I surely didn't like the sound. I sure didn't sound like myself there. A couple of days ago, I wouldn't even think of saying something like that. Zoe looked at me with surprise on her face. So, everyone's waiting for me? Isn't that exactly what I just said, bitch? Yes. I won't go anyways. She frowned and hid her face. And why? I gestured with my arms, wondering. I don't know how to play cards. So what? Same problem here. Then how can you play? You can only do things that you read about in books or something? Of course. She was surprised. And what if you end up in Antarctica and have to rely on your hunting polar bears to survive? Polar bears don't live in Antarctica. No, and you don't eat polar bears because their flesh actually causes your own skin to burn up like crazy. It has something to do with the vitamin D in their liver or something. Zoe smiled. Doesn't matter. It's just an example. Come on. It's time to... It's not like someone's life depends on the results. Mine might. She took her time to think. I just don't want to let anyone down. Right. I agreed sarcastically. And don't you think anything funny about that? I didn't get what she meant, but anyways, obviously everyone has a weak spots. Yay, we're back. In a minute. So yeah. He cleared his throat. Each round consists of one game. In case of a draw, you can replay the game. After that, pretty lady. Yeah, that's the voice I'm going to. The loser drops out, and the next round begins. Since the number of volunteers, he looked at me. Since the number of players is just 8, we'll have only 3 rounds. Is everyone clear? The crowd cheered. Yeah! Woo! Electronic, you're sexy! Woo! And what of the prize? Is there prizes? I want a gift. I want candy. Ulsa, you cut it out, you whore. Sylvia stepped forward and tried to catch Ulsa. I won't rest until I get my prizes mine. Seemed like the girl alone had enough energy to warp jump to Alpha Centauri. Prizes, gimme. She wrapped around. Stop it! Sylvia tried to reason with her. Even now the announcer voice is getting a bit out. The doctor seemed to get dizzy running around. Let's start already. Or you won't get any prizes. Looks like my argument got through to her, and she took her place. Sylvia followed, giving me a graceful smile as she passed. The pioneer finally settled down. Pioneers. I approached a table and that Lena sat behind. You don't mind? She looked up and blushed. Don't worry. I won't bite. Anyway, I don't know the rules myself. And how can I? Not only myself. I sat down. Turns out we'll have to play the first round together. Yes. Finally, Electronic stood and explained the rules. Skip the tutorial. I forgot to play, but whatever. Skip. Electronic was assigned a game where it looks like we get into Now, during the opponent's turn, you cards 3 times. What's so funny? Never mind. You said penetrate, and I'm saying next to a hot girl that I want to penetrate. I tried to keep a straight face. He stared at me at a moment and moved on. And then we turned cards up to see whose hand is better. Electronic went back to his diagram. Okay. Wow, I could actually do this. Skip the win against also because I've already done all this. So nice. I believe I just need to lose. So let's just lose to Lena. It's still frustrating to lose anyways. I left the canteen. It was still too early to sleep, and a short walk was a good idea. Where should I head to? How about the... I'm not looking somewhere. How about the bus stop? Bus stop she goes, I stay, love grows under my umbrella. Hey, Gendo. Right now, I didn't want to do a single thing or talk to anyone. I don't even want to start thinking about my current situation. I came to the square, take a seat. Didn't I go to the bus? Wait a minute, didn't I go to the bus? Could have sworn I clicked the bus stop, right? Oh well. I came to the square, took a seat on the bench while gazing at the Gendo statue. Ellipses kinda told me I was pronouncing it wrong, but I don't care. That is Gendo Ikari. I didn't know how long I was sitting there, but finally crickets chirping brought me back to reality. I got up blindly and walked in a random direction. Hey, the bus stop. Somehow, for the second day in a row, I found myself in this place. Maybe subconsciously, I felt like the bus would still be here and maybe take me home. Very unlikely. On the other hand, why not? It got dark. It's dark already. I was just standing there gazing at the night sky. Astronomy has never attracted me so much as astronautics. It's always been more interesting to look at the pictures of far-off constellations, nebulae, galaxy made by artists than to try and figure out how to measure the angular velocity of massive stars. Was that astronautics? Is he talking about art rather than whatever? But certainly I would be able to find the Great Bear constellation. Yeah, what is it? It's called Ursa Minor. No, Ursa Minor, Ursa Major, right. But if I get lost in a snow forest, my only way to find the way out was to know a little acknowledgement about moss growing north side of the tree. However, I still don't think that would help me get out. I was about to head back to camp when all of a sudden I caught a noise from behind the gate. Who is it this time? Near the clubhouse, it seemed like someone was walking down the path to the forest. It was so dark that I couldn't see nothing but a blurry shadow. I wondered, who could be out so late at night? A pioneer breaching discipline? Tisk, tisk, tisk. I followed the mysterious shadow rapidly, but still carefully. I was moving from path to path, and after a while I found myself in the depths of the forest, finally losing sight of the stranger. Maybe I should turn back. The trees parted before me. A magnificent view of a small forest lake struck my eyes. Ooh! And I noticed an angel fallen down from heaven, descended upon us. And then I noticed Sylvia. And then I know Sylvia. She was skipping and fluttering about, letting her neckerchief loose and her skirt fly up in the air. The whole scene seemed more fascinating than my own presence in this camp. Sylvia looked like a spirit of the forest, perhaps a nymph. A sex nymph? Anyways, she looked so natural, more like an ancient goddess than a human being. I remembered all the theological theories when I read some time ago. Isn't all in all that is blah blah blah. What if it were not the aliens or time warp, but divine providence that brought me here? Indeed, Sylvia mentioned that she loves nature. So it turns out that even she is an enigma, isn't she? But then all of her remaining clothes slipped to the ground and... I might have to edit that. Sorry, I'm distracted. Moon's over my hammy. Sylvia went into the water, naked. I was ashamed, but I just couldn't take my eyes off her. Silvery moonlight reflected off her wet skin, making Sylvia look like an ancient Greek statue. The Venus de Milo, maybe. Except with hands. The scene was so fabulous that there were no rooms for carnal lust. Oh, there's plenty of room for carnal lust. Only sublime admiration of true beauty. I was simply admiring the perfection of Sylvia's form and forgotten everything else. Then I got naked. Anyways, maybe this isn't hell, but heaven. A branch treacherously snapped under my foot. Sylvia turned around, but there's no way to recognize me in the darkness of the night. Or at least it seemed. She rapidly rushed out of the lake, put on her clothes in a hurry, and vanished from the sight into the forest. I quietly went after her. Sylvia was quietly trailing among the trees, choosing the easiest path and gracefully avoiding shared trees, pit, and snares. It was a hard job to keep pace with her, especially with my erection. Moreover, I definitely didn't want to get caught. Firstly, peeping is just no good. And secondly, in fact, it still remains to be seen what she was doing there. Although it somehow seemed to be innocent enough. It didn't seem to have anything to do with my presence in this world. It was just innocent. It was nothing worth spying on. Hey, Gendo. Did you see that, Gendo? I mean, you're high up. You can see that for miles, right? At last, we came out to the square. Sylvia stopped and turned around to face me. Did ya think I didn't notice this, your lad? I was a bit confused, but I put my mask of visible calmness. How long ago? I'm not sure. She got up close. 5 minutes ago, maybe. So, even there at the lake. What lake are you talking about now? Well, Sylvia seemed to be sincerely surprised. So I simply couldn't figure out whether she was pretending to know nothing has happened or, well, never mind there, sweet cheeks. I made up my mind to behave like a gentleman, or as gentlemanly as possible considering the circumstances of me just peeping on her naked, and said nothing. Alright then. Oh, look at that. That can melt ice. Unexpectedly, easily, she agreed. What a beautiful night then. Sylvia sat on the bench and looked up at the night sky. I guess such nights are common here. Well, probably. Why so uncertain? I don't know. I just got lost in thought, you know. Thinking about what? She stared at me like she was looking for something on my face, but then she went back to stargazing. Now then, I fall into such a mood at night. Now I didn't, rather, excuse me, your bastard, I fall into a mood at night. During the day, I wrapped into a world of work with no time to relax now, don't you know? While at night, it's so quiet here. If it wasn't for the crickets and the night birds, one would feel like being face to face with the universe. Have it stare at your soul. For some reason, I didn't think Sylvia as someone who would talk about such matters. As for me, it's even too quiet here. Is it? Yes, really. Anything wrong with that? Well, alright. She stood up quickly and fixed her skirt. It's time to go to bed. Together or... sorry. Yeah, good night. Hey, Gendo. Did you... Yeah, I watched her walk away. Our talk might have been about nothing, but seems to me it had some deep, secret meaning which could only appear only here, only next to Sylvia. Seems like even in my situation, such moments of peace and sincerity are absolutely necessary. They make me feel united with the universe. I even say vital, especially now. Ellipses laughed at my false sense of importance in this universe. Shut up, Ellipses. You still here, you bastard? I'm not sure. Gendo and me likes to play with Ellipses. I'm not even sure how much time I spent sitting here, but after a little while I started to feel sleepy. For the first time today, I finally felt how tired I was. There was no light in the window, so Olga must be sleeping already. Strangely enough, she waited for me yesterday. Nope, she's not there. She's off, maybe she's in ooh, can we see her naked and late? No? Okay. I entered the cabin, quietly stripped, and laid on my bed. When you think about it, my situation hasn't gotten much clearer today. In fact, I spent the whole day doing useless shit. I would have never have even thought about doing something like this in real life. Although I have plenty of time. How much time? Wow, excuse me, again dying. Maybe an eternity, or maybe only a few minutes left. I just didn't want to think about the past, or about this damn camp. For the first time in a long time, it sounds like a Boys 90 band in the background. I felt entirely tired. Not only emotionally tired, but also physically tired, psychologically tired, and God knows what else tired. I just wanted everyone and everything else to shove off, starting with my own thoughts. I wanted this mess somehow to resolve itself, or at least without any of my active participation, with me actually doing anything. And what if I'm stuck here forever? Then I'll guess I have to get used to it. You know, watching hot chicks naked in a lake. Get used to it. So, just like that, I'm not ready. My consciousness slowly drifted away from me, and it became progressively harder to concentrate on something distinct. Perhaps it'd be better to wait for mañana. I rolled over and fell asleep. Good night, Simon. Day 3. Alright, so let's save here. Again, I'll do one day at a time here, but hopefully, let me go ahead and go, is it here? Yes, let's save game. Day 2, let's save day 3, save game. Cool. Let's go back. Let's go to the menu. Menu, please. Yeah. So I'll do a. Well, I might do 2 days in a row. Anyways, but I just wanted to do a day today before I leave for 2 weeks, or a week and a half, let's say. Anyways, because I do want to finish this game. This game, since what? It's been over a year of me playing this game, and I only got 2 endings really. Because these were kind of one ending and this one. So this is my 3rd playthrough. So I want to get through this. And again, once I get back, once I finish this ending, once I do it again, I'll be able to skip faster and just get to the new stuff. So, but like I said, I'll do Lena's bad ending next after Sylvia's good, if I do this right. And then I'll continue on, finish all the endings, including maybe I think there's a secret ending you get after completing everyone's. So. Anyways, all that aside, Mr. Al, I'll end the video here. Let me know if you want to see other dating sims, more of this, etc., etc. Any suggestions, much appreciated. Positive, negative comments are always appreciated. Otherwise, I need to rest my voice. So let me end the video here. Say thanks again for watching and see you next time.